It's a pretty complex time right now, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that goes for everyone all throughout the world. And so first and foremost, I really hope you guys are safe wherever you are. And I want to thank you guys for staying home and doing your part to make all of this easier for us to get through. It won't be easy to get through, but it can be easier through the individual actions we all take. And I wanted to thank you all from truly the bottom of my heart and with deep sincerity for whatever you're doing to try to take part for my family. My parents are extremely high risk, and I have some other family members who are going through cancer therapy right now and actually scheduled this month to have surgery for their cancer. And this is a very tricky time to walk through all of that with them and to worry every phone call if one of my parents picked up this virus going around. And so I just cannot thank you guys enough for taking part in whatever you're doing to get us through this as swiftly as possible so that the world can be safe for the people that I love again. So I just wanted to kind of get that out of the way because it's a big one, and I hope that all of us will be able to get to the other side of this well. That's a big ask, I know, but that's just how I'm feeling right now. But that's why this update vlog is a little bit more serious than usual, no pun intended, because I wanted to let you guys know the true truth of really what's going on kind of in my life, because it's a complex time and it's a lot that's going on, and I wouldn't be where I am in life without all of you. And often when I'm very open and honest like this, so many people tell me that they really appreciated it or it helped them feel less lonely, and I know I feel like that when people open up to me too. So just to let you know, yeah, this is a pretty serious update vlog. Hopefully I remembered to warn you guys in the title. Nothing super bad has happened in my family or in my life, and I am so deeply grateful for that. Like I said, thank you to all of you who have done whatever it is that you're doing as your part to try to move us through this swiftly. So I do have a lot of family right now though who has a lot of health issues, and if you guys haven't noticed, I know a lot of our adventures and a lot of our series have been scattered to the winds and kind of all over the place, and a big part of that is because I have been very reasonably occupied and distracted in my time with trying to make sure that my family, my parents, are as safe and isolated as they can be, and trying to make sure that our other family members who are preparing for big surgeries are safe, and that we're keeping ourselves safe so that we'll be able to help them if needed. Chips and I have actually not left the house except to go to the grocery store twice since late February. It is now the first week of April. So that also was a huge mental shift for me throughout the whole month of March when I celebrated my birthday. So it's a complex time because there are good things and there are very interesting things and concerning things all happening at once. But that's life, and we're moving through a complex time together, which is one of the reasons I think it's good to be open with all of you like this, so that we can know that we're not alone in whatever we're going through, and that we can also know that we're not alone with being able to take another step forward every day. We can't control so much about what's going on in our lives right now, but I can't thank you guys enough for being here and for sharing whatever adventures I can create and put together for that day, because it has given me such a sense of stability and support when everything else is out of my control. To wake up every morning and know, oh, I'm gonna build up Wildberry with everyone, and I'm going to play Animal Crossing and tell that story and make progress there, has in turn helped me to feel like I can make progress in the rest of my life. And I hope all of you have something like that too. I don't think we should be putting any pressure on ourselves to be super productive right now at all. I think the most important thing we could ask of ourselves is that we're kind to ourselves as we adjust to whatever is going on in our life. It may be a huge adjustment like what's been going on in my life, or it may just feel like nothing's really happening, but stuff is happening. And wherever you are in that stage, I just hope that you can be kind to yourself and not expect yourself to be as productive as usual. So I'm rambling because it's a complex time and there are many complex topics to talk about. But basically, I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on in my life. So if you're wondering what's going on with a lot of the adventures that Seri usually puts out, it's not like I'm purposely changing forever, permanently. This is a complicated time, and now is not the time to try to think about analytics. Now is not the time to try to think about like, oh man, what's the most requested series on my channel? Now is the time to kind of act from the heart instead. And so a lot of the adventures that you have been seeing have been things that I feel help get me through another day with my head and my heart lifted. And that I hope will give that to you guys too. I know it sounds silly, but I mean, honestly, creating adventures and stories and the act of creation and the act of being able to share it with people so that we can try to share our happiness and contentment with one another. I've not found anything else my whole life that has helped to get through moments like these, times of uncertainty or times of stress or times of disappointment or heartbreak. Creating something and being able to feel like you're making progress in something, whether that's in a garden or working on learning a new language or just cleaning your room or being able to create a story that you share with everyone, is such a powerful feeling. And I really think it gives you a sense of confidence and capability, even when everything else is so uncertain. So thank you guys for being here to share whatever stories I have put out or whatever stories I am able to tell every day, because it's helping me get through the uncertainty of the day by day and know that no matter what's going on in the world, we do have the ability, because we all have the ability to create something, to be able to change the world around us. And I think that more than anything has helped to banish the anxiety and the depression I was starting to struggle under the last couple months, is just keeping the momentum going on creating stories to share with all of you and realizing if I could show up every day and create something, then I do have the ability to change the world around me. And so everything else might be uncertain, but however the chips fall, whatever ends up happening with my family, whatever ends up happening with everything around me, I still have the ability to change what I find if I need to. Within my circumstances, of course, but I'm deep dive rambling because I have been trying to prep myself for doing this update vlog for quite a while. So I'm just going to kind of push through a few of the other updates I wanted to let you guys know. One of the very simple things is that my internet is super slow right now, and that makes my ability to communicate with you guys a little bit more challenging. We happen to live in a hotspot area right now where 70% of our particular county is really locked down, very locked down, and they're all at home on the internet all day long, which means that we have actually dropped our internet speeds by about 50 to 60% depending on the time of day, even though we pay for the super fancy fast stuff. That's just to be expected when a utility like that suddenly has a huge demand. So the result is that it is actually taking me all day long just to get 2 to 3 episodes uploaded if I'm lucky. And it's really looking touch and go for the idea of trying to even stream right now, let alone the emotional idea of trying to stream right now. So since I find such a sense of well-being and purpose and hope in creating adventures for all of you, and that is important to me, even in a chaotic and uncertain time like this, I do think it's relevant and important to me about how fast my internet is. It's not in the grand scheme of things, but in my life it is. So that's why I'm letting you guys know this. Right now I would love to have the mental and emotional and practical energy and the internet to be able to be streaming with you guys, to be able to be talking with you guys, but it has slowed down significantly and I'm not sure when it'll get fast again. But I'm doing my best there. So that's a really little footnote blurb about like the state of our adventures. Otherwise, I haven't forgotten about everything that we have been doing. I haven't forgotten about Long Dark. I haven't forgotten about Wolf Quest. I haven't forgotten about returning to Minecraft. I haven't forgotten about our Sim series. Just because of everything that's going on with my family, and because I am also distracted with more joyful things, like the fact that this Sunday, Chips and I will be getting married. Not this particular Sunday, but Easter Sunday. He and I are going to be getting married. And we had to create and unravel and create and unravel our wedding plans again and again and again. And so that was distracting, to go from planning these ceremonies with our families present to having to step back from that and then step back from that even more. But we're still excited, and I mean, I'm marrying the love of my life in a week. Of course I'm going to be a little bit more distracted. And as a result, I'm just kind of doing my best to show up and create whatever, for whatever reason, whatever obscure reason it is that I feel motivated, or that I feel that I'm really going to work hard and get into the garden and do my best to take care of that particular garden plot of adventures that day. I'm just doing my best to get those things done. So I ask for your patience as we get through this uncertain time, before I can really start answering your guys' questions about where X, Y, and Z series is. I do think that being able to look forward to those kinds of adventures is a good thing, though. And so I do think that it's fine if you guys ask me and remind me, and I'll do my best to try to complete series like Mutazoni that I love and that has a story to it. And I'll do my best to try to wade back into things like Star Stable, or try out entire new games, or finish up Pokemon, prepare for Pokemon Dungeon. Like, there's so many things that I still want to share with you guys. But right now, instead of thinking about like the analytics and organizing everything, I'm kind of creating from my heart, because that's all the energy I have right now to get through such a complex time. So there's that. And yeah, the complexity that's going on is wondering if every phone call something has happened to my mom or dad. As you guys know, my mom has lupus, and she has had lupus my whole life, ever since I was little. She's been bedridden most of my life. And so we've always been told that like a simple cold might be really bad for her. And the doctors have basically let us know that this would be a more final thing to catch. That's distracting. That's distracting, because you can't just know, oh, she's sick, because she is sick with one thing, an autoimmune disease, but she's not sick with the thing. So I don't want to pry into somebody's health who isn't mine and share that with everybody, but it is my mom. And that is distracting, because you don't have any finality over, should I be really worried right now, or should I just be normal worried right now? You're stuck somewhere in between in a really ambiguous way. And then with that ambiguity going on, you're also preparing for your wedding that we planned, and we were going to go to the pick your own strawberry fields around here and pick strawberries and make a strawberry cake from scratch together as our wedding cake, a 3-tiered strawberry cake. We practiced for months to find the right vegan recipe for a delicious strawberry cake. And we were going to make strawberry preserves and put them in cute little jars as wedding favors. And we'll probably do that again one day, maybe next year as like an anniversary. But like making those plans to celebrate my marriage to this amazing person, and then having to unravel them over and over again until we got to something we're very happy with now, where it will literally just be Chips and I celebrating getting married. We won't, all of the courthouses in our area are on lockdown, so we have the paperwork to sign, but we won't be able to turn it in for an undetermined period of time. Pivoting with all of the uncertainty is very distracting. But it's still a wonderful occasion, and it's still a day that I'm going to be able to celebrate with him, that's going to be about loving one another. And it's just a lot to wade through right now. So I won't ramble too much longer, because I knew there was no way to make this very organized. But I wanted to thank you guys for being here, and thank you for doing whatever you're doing to do part. And I also wanted to let you guys know I do think that any little thing we can do right now to help us feel that we can change the world around us is a good thing, because everything is so uncertain. And if being able to reach a next level in a video game, or finish another fiction book that you really love, or if just being able to play with your dog and see it be super happy during that day helps you to feel capable of controlling the world around you and changing it for the better, then that is the most important thing you could be doing right now. And when it comes to all of our adventures, I definitely still am making as many as I can for many reasons to try to provide an oasis for all of you. I want to say a deep, deep thank you to everyone who has been able to continue being our patron, and a complete understanding to anyone who has been but is no longer able to with everything that's going on, because that's really helping Chips and I know that things will be okay, as YouTube ad revenue has nosedived. But that's not why I'm here, and that's not why I'm creating. So I'm still creating adventures because it truly is something that I think is just a little tiny way to bring some contentment and some happiness into the world, and it's helping me to move through all of this with my head up. And I hope you guys have something like that too. This was very rambly, probably the most rambly one yet. Between wedding jitters and worries and like an epidemic over the whole world, it's a complex time. But I know we're gonna get through it to the other side. And I just really hope that we all find a way that we can continue to move forward and feel like, as long as we can create something good in the world around us, for ourselves or for others or for both, that somehow it'll be okay. No matter how the chips fall, as long as we know that we can wake up another day and create something, I know that we'll find a path to healing whatever might have gotten hurt and to something good in life. So enough rambling from me for now, guys. It's a complicated time. I hope you are all safe. Next time I do a vlog, I will be married to the love of my life. We're changing our names into a name that we made so that we'll be starting a whole new era together. And it's going to be amazing, even with everything that's going on. So forgive me if I'm distracted right now. I hope you enjoy whatever adventures, for whatever weird prompting reasons I felt like creating them, that show up. And please rest assured that as things calm down and as I have the things going on in my personal life calm down, I really, really am able to look through all of this and see light in the future, because I am so happy to build our community together. And I am so proud of so many of you who I have watched literally grow up with me handle this with such grace in our Discord and in our comments. And I just wanted to let you guys know that, not as like a YouTuber, but as Sage, I really hope I can be there for you guys in some way that can make this a little easier, give you a little bit of hope for the future too. So I'm gonna go and continue to move through a complex time, and I will see you guys next vlog, married to the love of my life, and hopefully having moved forward through all of this a little bit more. Bye guys.